Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to another series of Ramadan recipes. Today we're going to be making fish pakore. We're going to start off with our marinade. So in a blender you want to add your garlic cloves and also peel and chop some ginger, fresh ginger, and add that in. I advise to cut up the ginger because it can be hard for the blender to blend it sometimes. Add some salt, some red chilli, some turmeric, garam masala, coriander powder and paprika. And then fresh lemon juice is better, but this bottle stuff does work too. And then a little bit of water just to help the blender along. Blitz it all up until it forms a nice and lovely paste that looks something like this. I don't know if you can see that clearly. Then you want to prep your fish. So I used cod fillet pieces, about 500 grams for this recipe amount. And then you want to chop up your cod fillet into the size of pakoras that you want. So if you want big ones, cut it big. If you want small ones, cut it big. Small. So once your fish is prepped, add all the marinade onto the fish and then just massage it with your hands or whatever. You can use a spoon as well if you want to, but I like to use my hands. Get right in there, make sure it's all nice and coated. Now we're going to prepare the batter. So for this I am using plain flour, corn flour, baking powder, salt and red chili flakes. This is not a classic recipe. This is my take on it. So this is why I'm not using besan. I'm doing something different. Add enough water to make it not too thick and not too thin. Just make sure there's no lumps in there. This is going to make a light batter in comparison to your usual fish pakora. Heat about 1 inch of oil in a pan and just test it by putting a bit of batter on there. Make sure your pan is on a medium heat. And then you want to dip your marinated fish into the batter and then lay it into your oil. If you don't want to use your hands, just use a fork, guys. Just be careful and sensible and safe. Fry them for a couple of minutes on each side until they're nice and golden brown. Drain them on some kitchen paper and just repeat the process until you fry all of your pakore. You will be left with this beautiful light batter coated on this beautiful white fish. You can use any white fish, by the way. It doesn't have to be cod. Look at that gorgeousness. Absolutely delicious. Make sure you try this recipe. Enjoy.